speak Stevie Wonder fluently.
I thought your first French lesson involved potatoes.
Well, that came number 2. 7:31, and Good Morning Mix 99.3 worldwide, WNXT radio.com. It is the Get Up and Go show this morning, and the time for the news brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Downtown, we've got sunshine here and 60. And with that, here's Bill Shope.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. Ohioans who want to vote in this fall's general election don't have to wait until November 5th to cast your ballot. Early in-person and absentee voting will begin on August the 8th in November election. Voters can cast ballots at county boards of election most days leading up to the weekend before Election Day, as long as you bring photo identification. Now, if you don't have a valid form of photo ID, you can vote by mail without it. You must first submit a request form for an absentee ballot and return it by mail or in person to the County Board of Elections. Mailed absentee ballots must be postmarked by November 4th or returned in person to the County Election Board by the time polls close on Tuesday, November the 5th. Now, the Friends of Green Lawn Cemetery Foundation are going to be bringing the story of us to the community on September 29th. The foundation's Debbie Gamble told me about this year's concept.
Well, this year we'll be doing the 6th installment of A Story of Us. It's our outdoor reenactment that we do each year in the fall in Green Lawn Cemetery, and we pick a topic, and this year that topic is the streets where you live, and where we will have costumed individuals, and we will be doing essentially a walking history lesson into how these streets got their names, because they're named after people who were very brave and valiant when they came here, but we're going to learn their stories.
And Melissa Appleton, also with the foundation, praised the efforts of those early citizens as well.
They were not afraid to fail. And Debbie and I were talking about this the other day, that a lot of people don't start a business or a project or whatever because they're afraid of failure. And these people did fail. They failed over and over again, but they were also very successful. And in the end, we're not talking about their failures because it doesn't matter. What matters is the outcome.
Tickets for The Story of Us, The Streets Where You Live, are available at Burnt Murphy Insurance and Harris Floor Covering. Now, this is a great story. At 99 years old, a Monroe County woman is celebrating an achievement that is literally decades in the making. Angela Ann has more.
Georgia McGarry had to quit high school in 1944 to help her family during World War II. Well, she never got her diploma and instead started working in a pharmacy and then as a janitor with her husband.
In them days, work wasn't plentiful, and I just quit because my family needed it.
Well, her dream of getting that high school diploma came true last week. The Switzerland of Ohio Board of Education presented her with her diploma, including a cap and gown.
And on September the 7th, which is this Saturday, a benefit for Sonny Goodman will be held at 7563 Big Spruce, Little Bear Road in Otway, with a poker run at noon. Sign-ups for that will take place at 11:30. There'll also be a karaoke contest, a live auction, and concessions will be available. Goodman suffered traumatic injuries as the result of a motorcycle accident in July of this year. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, as you travel, you've got the already burden of everything. To get to the airport, get through the airport, get on the plane, make sure the plane goes as scheduled, and on and on. But now you got something else to worry about.
What's that?
TikTok. Delaying your next flight.
How can that happen?
Well, basically influencers, and I'm getting so tired of that name, influencers. You know, people who are on TikTok and they think they're big stars, and travelers, and they're now taking TSA tray photos for that airport aesthetic. Tray photos. Now, the trend involves neatly placing your items into bins while going through security and taking a photo.
Why?
I don't know. Unfortunately, the photo opportunities are causing delays as these, quote, trend setters take the time to neatly arrange their items and get the perfect shot of their stuff. Some people take them at the airport. Others are recreating them at their home with their own bins. But TikTok spokesman has said, quote, I asked the spokesperson for the TSA whether they have any issue with the photos. They said as long as you're not holding up the line at security, you'll probably be fine. But the problem is they are holding up the line at security to take these photos.
I sense mob mentality kicking in.
Just don't ever get in front of me with one of those. It would get ugly, and I would be missing my flight and probably spending 5 to 10 in the Hooskow, because when you go through, and there's certain, and you know this as well as I do, if you fly, there's a certain decorum of cordiality that you must expend in order to get through, and if you're dawdling in line taking pictures of all of your stuff, you're asking for it.
Well, the karmic wheel flies as well, yes.
Yes, and it will. Just get the hell out of my way.
There you
That's
go.
the credo I live by, and you should too. All right, this update brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. We've got ONN next. For over 30 years, Dr. Inashita and his staff at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates have been changing lives with the most comprehensive treatment and cure for cancer in the area. During this time in Portsmouth, Dr. Inashita has created a name of patient excellence in the highest degree and will continue that fight with each and every patient towards the cure. Dr. I, as he's known by his thousands of friends, is proud to announce the addition of Dr. Hassan Jaffrey to the staff of Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Jaffrey's medical expertise is with all cancers as well as treatment of blood disorders, bone marrow, and the immune system. Together, Dr. Inashita and Dr. Jaffrey create a very special team that's there when it comes to fighting back to regain your good health. Feel free to stop in and welcome Dr. Jaffrey to the staff at 916 11th Street or call 353-4884. It's Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, always there with the care, the compassion, and the roadmap to your recovery. Time for sports. It is 7:38 and brought to you this morning by your friends at Collier Corner, 1661 State Route 522. And they're expanding business opportunities, including Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical company. They have a free home setup and a variety of home medical equipment for you at Collier. All right, last night, Justin Verlander just looked like Justin Everyday Joe on the mound, didn't he?
He sure did. He did not have his greatest stuff. He went 4 2/3 innings, giving up 5 runs off of 8 hits. And I'm sure that Justin Verlander probably sold a few tickets last night because people are wanting to get a look at him. I think he's a surefire Hall of Famer. He's put up an incredible resume. Some were probably hoping that his wife, Kate Upton, was in attendance as well. Don't know if she was or not. But he did not necessarily perform to his level of potential.
Well, let's not put it all on him. Let's say that our Cincinnati Reds rose to the occasion.
To give credit where credit is due, Ty France, who has not been a Cincinnati Red all that long, he wound up going 4 for 4 last night with a double. He had an RBI and a run scored, and Tyler Stevenson, Santiago Espinal, and Ahmed Rosario all had 2 hits apiece, so it was a good day for the Reds.
This France character, I've been doing a little research on him, and he's really, he when he first came up, he was supposed to be the next great superstar for the Seattle Mariners, and things didn't kind of work out for him there. But what I've seen of him so far as a Cincinnati Red, I think they may have stolen a little something from the West Coast.
Let's hope so. I'm right there with you. Just giving him the eyeball test, you can see that there's potential there, and hopefully that it does come to fruition.
All right. Well, it did last night, and here's Chuck to tell you more.
Yeah, most certainly did. Carson Spires was yesterday's winning pitcher of record. Justin Wilson got the save for Cincinnati. That was the second of the season. 5-3, the Reds get the win at home over the Houston Astros. Now, the schedule is a little wonky because Cincinnati and Houston, they will continue their series tomorrow. However, they are off today. Tomorrow's first pitch at GABP will be at 6:40. The Cleveland Guardians doubled up on the Kansas City Royals yesterday. 4-2 was the final. Cleveland's Josh Naylor and Lane Thomas both hit home runs. Cleveland will play at Kansas City again this evening at 7:40. The Guardians currently have a 3.5-game lead in the American League Central standings. Last night in college football, for the second week in a row, the 10th-ranked Florida State Seminoles were upset by an unranked opponent. Last night it was Boston College going into Doak Walker Stadium in Tallahassee and taking down FSU. 28-13 was the final score. The Seminoles are off to an 0-2 start. Boston College Won it the old school way last night. Ground and pound, ball control and running the ball. Boston College outrushed FSU 263 yards to 21, and BC held the ball nearly 19 more minutes than the Noles. The Ohio State football team opened its season with an impressive 52-6 win over Akron on Saturday. Well, it depends on who you ask. A lot of Buckeyes fans weren't overly happy with the 52-6 win because it took OSU a little while to get going, but 52-6 is still a 46-point victory no matter how you do the math. OSU fans, be sure to tune into the Buckeye Roundtable this evening beginning at 6 o'clock on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Ohio State will host Western Michigan this Saturday at 7:30 at the Horseshoe. Taking a look at the Week 3 high school football broadcast schedule for the Total Media Group of Portsmouth radio stations. On Mix 99.3, you'll hear Wheelersburg host Jackson. On Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, you'll be able to tune in as Valley plays at Piketon. Pre-game coverage at both of those game sites will begin at 6:30, leading up to the 7 o'clock kickoffs. Our third game will be in the Bluegrass State. They kick off at 7:30 in KY. Greenup County will entertain Portsmouth. That'll be on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. That Trojans at Musketeers game is also this week's Appalachian Marketing Media video stream game of the week, so you can hear it and see it live on WNXTradio.com. Coverage from down on the farm in Lloyd will start at 7, leading up to the 7:30 game time. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
All right, and thank you, Chuck. It's brought to you this morning, sports by Collier Home Medical, and they're at 1661 State Route 522. Don't forget that they give you home medical offers and free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment at Collier. And we got traffic, weather together, coming up.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
Traffic and service of your friends at the Cider River, 1024 Gallia Street. It's Dashing Darren, Will the Thrill, and Chase It On Grill. And they'll have everything up and running for you at 11 o'clock this morning. Guaranteed. Well, Shelley Company's been doing a lot of work in our area and will continue to do so. They'll be out on some of the area roads like Crawford, High Street, Smith Street, Subdivision Street, Hewlett Street, East Waller, West Waller, St. John, Walnut Street, and Willow, that all in Rush Township. And we've also got Big Pete Road today. They're going to be working on that as well. And as the sun comes up, it's going to be a beautiful commute, so enjoy that. If you see something we need to know about, give us a call. 354-1993, traffic and service of the Cider River, open 7 days a week.
Weather a service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. Becoming mostly sunny today and a cozy, pleasant feel for the afternoon. Temperatures staying in the lower 80s this time. A few clouds trying to arrive in the afternoon, but staying dry overnight as well. Lows in the mid-50s. A mix of clouds and sun on Wednesday is staying dry there too. Highs in the low 80s. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And looking good right now downtown. We've got 60 as we get up and go.
Mix 99.3. Steve Hayes in the morning. The Get Up and Go Show.
Woo, feeling